Yah love for his daughters. So we're going to talk about Yah's love for his daughters. I know a few months ago we talked about why demons want to possess women. You know, the beauty of them, their treasure, and all that. You know, it's kind of on the lines of that, but different. You know, it's just talking about the love that Yah has for his daughters. So, all right, we're gonna start in. Well, we might as well just start in Leviticus 19. What was just at? Matter of fact, there was a key theme right there.
19 what?
19 and 3. Ye shall fear, again, reverence. Ye shall reverence, fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Shabbat. I am Yah, your Elohim. But the main part, since we were talking about women, Yah love for women, ye shall fear every man his mother. So, you know, respect your mother, you know, and again, the mothers or the daughters of Zion, you know. We're going to go to Jeremiah 8, verse 8 to 22. I was trying to pinpoint what to do. I had a lessons in my mind, you know, but y'all settled on this one. All right, this is Jeremiah 8, chapter 8, verse 8 to 22. How do ye say, we are wise, and the law of Yah is with us? Lo, certainly in vain made he it. The pen of the scribes is vain. Because, you know, the scribes, they're creating traditions of man, you know, wash your hands before you eat. Yeah, that's good. That's nothing bad, but you can't make that a law. Yah didn't tell you to do that, you know. And various other things, you know. The wise men are ashamed. They are dismayed and taken. Lo, they rejected the word of Yah, and what wisdom is in them. Therefore will I give their wives unto others, and their fields to them that shall inherit them. That go back to that inheritance. Now you've been more so exposed to inheritance.
Your inheritance is lost.
Yeah, but I'm saying now since we did that lesson on inheritance, you know, it means more than just reading the word inheritance. You know what I'm saying? That shall inherit them. For every one from the least even unto the greatest is given to covetousness from the prophet, even unto the priest. Everyone dealeth falsely. Even to this day, man, it's very hard to find honorable, respectable people. You know, especially when you go into business ventures. You know, you better hope you got Yah, because your business partner or partners, man, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you put your life savings in it. So, that was your choice.
Yeah.
That was your choice. They deal falsely. For they have healed, this is getting to the points of the sermon. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abominations? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore shall they fall among them that fail, and in the time of their visitation they shall be cast down, said Yah. I will surely consume them, said Yah. There shall be no grapes on the vine, nor figs on the fig tree, and the leaf shall fade, and the things that I have given them shall pass away from them. Why do we sit still? Assemble yourselves, and let us enter into the fenced city, and let us be silent there. For Yah, our Abba, hath put us to silence, and given us water of gall to drink. bitter water. Because we have sinned against Yah. We looked for peace, but no good came. And for a time of help, and behold, trouble. That's just like in the modern day churches now. A lot of people got a lot of sicknesses. They go to the altar, they go for healing. But, the problem is they done left the ways of Yah. And just like it was in the time of old, which this is also a prophecy, in that time too, but it's still going to this day. A lot of people are still drinking that bitter water, and no miracles are happening in their lives at all. It's a miracle for them to be able to get out of bed. It's that bad. Like on My 600-Pound Life, I don't know if you ever watched it. That's one of my favorite shows. Because I like psychology, just the psychology of it. Because a lot of those people are, like females that were raped, the males had, poor upbringing, various reasons, that they're in that condition. And, it's a miracle for them to just walk outside and get the mail. I mean, it's a miracle.
Yeah, I look at it too.
I done seen somebody go into a doctor's appointment. She got halfway out the driveway and said, "I can't go no more." We talking about 20 steps. That's, what I'm saying? But that's the bitter water. They just drinking it down. And we looked for peace, but no good came, and for a time of help, and behold, trouble. The snorting of his horses was heard from Dan. The whole land trembled at the sound of gnawing of his strong ones, for they are come and have devoured the land and all that is in it, the city and those that dwell therein. For behold, I will send serpents, cockatrices. What is that cockatrice? 117. Vipers, boy. And that's a particular state. There's even a car called the Viper. You remember the old car Viper?
Dodge Viper.
Yeah, the Dodge Viper. Is a very deadly poisonous snake. Among you, which will not be charmed. And what we was talking about last night. And in India they like to charm the snakes. They be hypnotizing the snakes. And what it say right here? I will send serpents, cockatrices, vipers among you, which will not be charmed. All that little blowing, the snake just. I ain't come here to hear that. I come here to kill. Yeah, that's right. Ain't no charming me. And that's what we was talking about last night too. That's the spirit. Cause I was talking about at the end time, the animals gonna stop fearing, and they just gonna come out. The bear's gonna come out. I don't want no honey buns. I want you. So.
Come on, honey bun.
Yeah, you the honey bun today. And they shall bite you, said Yah. When I would comfort myself against sorrow, my heart is faint in me. Behold, the voice of cry of the daughter of my people, because of them that dwell in a far country, is not Yah in Zion. So, you see the daughters of Zion weeping. What does it say? Rachel, she weeps for her children. Yah takes that very serious. When some meek women start to cry of his daughters, of his flock, this is a very important thing. We all know the reaction of a father's daughter to a father's son is a little different, and that's how Yah is with the daughters too. Behold, the voice of the cry of the daughter of my people, because of them that dwell in a far country, is not Yah in Zion? Is not her king in her? Why have they provoked me to anger with their graven images and with strange vanities? What is it? 19:1. Foreign idols. The strange vanities of foreign idols. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. These are Yah words. For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. I am black. I am black. And that black right there just means not depicting the color on the skin, but talking about the state of one's state of mind. You know, he's sorrowful. Astonishment had taken hold on me. Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered? 22:2, restored. So, you know, this is setting the tone for the lesson. You know, Yah is taking this hurt of his daughter very serious. We're going to go to Jeremiah 9:1-3. The next chapter over. Jeremiah 9, verse 1-3. Oh, that my head were waters, and mine eyes a fountain of tears, that I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring man, that I might leave my people and go from them, for they be all adulterers, and an assembly of treacherous man, and they bid their tongues like their bow for lies, and they are not valiant for the truth. Woo, man, this man back in the day, and the thing, you know, back in the day is so astounding because, you know, everybody knew the name, everybody knew the feast days, everybody knew Yah. It was no misinterpreted Yahu's, Jesus, what's the name? Everybody knew, so that was even a more troublesome thing. You know, it's one thing if you misguided in the truth, and it's another thing if you know the full line of truth. You know, the truth, not valiant for the truth upon the earth, for they proceed from evil to evil, and they know not me, said Yah. And Yah right there, they don't even know Yah, and he right there. But you can see the tone and the distress that Yah is putting in the word for the daughter, you know, just like in verse 1, that I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. So, you know, that's a unique thing, you know. And you know, when Zion got slain, they got slain, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no joke. And you know, and I'm sure there were still some righteous women in there. It's one thing to see some brute beasts, feminist women get killed, you know, but to see righteous women get killed, that's gonna, you know, you a whole different mindset, you know. Micah 7:5. Micah chapter 7, verse 5. 7 and 5. Trust, this is a double-edged sword verse. So, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a God. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. You know, it's a double-edged sword verse. The reason why I say that is because, just like the scriptures say, because women are a weaker vessel, they're prone to do more, be taken out of order more quickly than man. So that's why Yah is like, hey, you know, be cautious even with your wife. But also, you know, because women are more emotional and stuff, it's good to, you know, keep certain things from them so they not dwell on it, you know, overly emotional, you know what I'm saying? If something happened, you know, say y'all forgot to pay the light bill or something, be like, you know what I'm saying? Just, we gonna, you know, I'll handle it. No need for you to worry. I don't even give her certain things to, you know, worry about, you know what I'm saying? More so, be there to, you know, comfort her. And, you know, and that comes with wisdom, understanding, you know, women are just more emotional in how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all made it like that, but it is like that. And it's just something that you just got to be artful. You just got to be strategic in dealing with, you know. But now we're going to go to Numbers 27. Numbers 27. It's going going to be 1 through 8. Still on the fans. A little hot. Yeah, 27 and 1. Gonna be 1 to 8. 1 to 8. Alright. And again, we was talking about inheritance, so y'all familiar with that too. So, Numbers 28, 1 to 8. I mean 27, 1 to 8. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machor, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And these are the names of his daughters. So I just noticed this real quick. You got and Joseph, Joseph was a particularly favorite man of Yah. This is everybody who had to come bending knee to, like, hey man, we sorry, well, we messed up. And these daughters come out of this particular seed line. So that's something that, it just didn't come out of any particular seed line. It came out of a unique seed line of Zion.
Joseph and Mary.
But I'll continue. The son Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and those, and then Joseph. That's a very good point too. The man who was the custodian parent of Yahusha, name was Joseph, and Joseph, is a very particularly special person in the Bible. So my point is that that's just not for any reason that his name was Joseph. You know what I'm saying? All right. And these are the names of his daughters: Mela, Noah, and Hogla, and Milcah, and Tezah. And they stood before Moses and before Ezra the priest, and before the princes and all the congregation by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in company of them that gathered themselves together against Yah in the company of Korah. So they were establishing, hey, our father died in the wilderness, but he wasn't like the wicked Israelites that were in the wilderness. We're talking about two different groups here. Okay? But died in his own sin and had no sons. Why should the name of our father be done? These some good daughters right here. They sticking up even for in death. They sticking up for their father. Away from among his family, because he had no son. Give unto us, therefore, a possession, an inheritance, among the brethren of our father. And Moses brought their cause before Yah. And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, The daughters of Zelophehad speak right. So, and this one thing, there are some brutish thinking, coming to the scriptures where women can't say anything. It's not saying that, teaching in the congregation is one thing, but asking questions, it's obviously, it's right here showing that nothing's wrong with that. And then on top of that, Yah is telling them that the daughters, they speak correctly. They speak truthfully, in reason. 7. The daughters of Zelophehad speak right. Thou shalt surely give them a possession of inheritance among their father's brethren, and thou shalt cause the inheritance of their father to pass unto them, because it's customary for the inheritance. A father could have 20 daughters, and if he got one son, and he could be the young, and he could be the baby brother, that inheritance goes to the male. It takes precedence over all.
Because the woman is not more than likely to receive hers when she gets married to another man. If he's not a bum.
Well, in the scripturally, even though we're not in the kingdom, so man in this society don't have as much as we did because we lost everything. Job had, we read about what Job had. That was customary for Zion to have. But you might just have, some faith and 2 flies in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. But as long as you're not an intentional bum, intentional bum is different from somebody, bro. Verse 8. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a man die and have no son, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter. I'm sure all the Israelite women, they was cheering that day. There was a lot of clapping and a lot of some tambourine day. You heard what y'all said.
Was that man?
Yeah, that's right. And
our uncle.
that's right. At 9. And if he have no daughter, they shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then shall ye give his inheritance unto his father's brother. You see how important inheritance is, man? I didn't intentionally go to inheritance, but it's just because I'm going this about the love of Yah have for the daughters. But you see how important inheritance is? They thinking meticulously how they're going to dispense the inheritance. Okay, they ain't got no sons, do it this way. They ain't got no daughters, do it this way. They ain't got no brothers, do it this way. We can't, this ain't no light matter, and people just giving their inheritance away like nothing, and just giving, and Satan is like, yeah, give it here. You don't care about it. You don't know what it is. I'll take it. Verse 10. And if he have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his father's brother. And if his father have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his kinsmen, his like cousins, something, you know what I'm saying? Then ye shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family, and he shall possess it. And it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, and as Yah commanded Moses. So that'll be that for that. I just wanted to read it to 8. I just read a little bit more. But now we're going to go to Numbers 36. Numbers 36. Numbers 36, 1 to 13. And the chief fathers, the principal man in Zion, it will be considered the congressman in this society, judges, the chief man. And the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machor, the son of Manasseh, of the family of the sons of Joseph, came near and spake before Moses and before the princes, the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, Yah commanded my Lord, my master, to give thee land for an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And because Yah dispensed the inheritance as he saw fit amongst the 12 tribes of Israel. And it's a big thing. Every tribe got their particular inheritance. And my master, Lord, was commanded by Yah to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brethren, unto his daughters. And if they be married, here you go into the other aspect of how meticulous Yah is inconsiderate of when the daughters do have the inheritance, of how it's even done, the details of it. And if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Zion, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe wherein they are received, so shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And it's not all the time that it's man that are coming with the abundant inheritance. Sometimes it's the female. Sometimes you got $100 and she got $100,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? But when you marry her, that becomes yours, and that's why it's another study. That's why a lot of the marriages were running rampant in Zion, where a lot of the tribes were just marrying women for their inheritance. This is mine now, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like in Mecca, in Malachi, I believe, they were misusing marriage just to get inheritance, you know what I'm saying? Basically being some gold diggers. You don't think about that, about the scriptures about men being gold diggers, but at that particular time, numerous amount of man in Zion was just being some gold diggers. Yeah, I turned it down. Y'all have back there too. I thought it was just me up here. Oh really? I put it pigs don't sweat.
Yeah, they got one sweat gland that comes in.
That's nasty. Yeah, it's on 77 now, so it should go down to it's on 79, put on 77. Alright, continue. So we just got finished talking about the tribes, they married outside of their tribe. Their inheritance would be taken away from that particular tribe. And when Jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, and the Jubilee is the 50 years of restoration. After every 50 years, it goes to its original rightful owner. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how much you got invested in a particular thing, it's released to its rightful owner, to its original owner. Then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of Yah, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph had said well. Then is the thing which Yah doeth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best. And this is another empowering thing for women too. Look at this. This is out of Yah's own mouth. It said, let them marry unto whom they feel best. It's women had it's customary for the man to find a suitable suitor for their daughter, but women also had input on that too, like father, not Bobby. Please, not Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Not Bobby.
He ain't no good.
Bobby ain't no good. Bobby ain't no good. So, but this is more so showing that it's just not you gonna marry him and that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Saying, let them marry to whom they think best. Only to the family of the tribe of their fathers they shall marry. And this is a thing. A lot of people in Zion have a misconception that you can intermarry into the tribes. That's not true.
You gotta stay with your own tribe.
You gotta stay, and also for inheritance reasons, because now you're mixing the inheritance, and the female automatically, that inheritance automatically gets away, automatic, off top. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Once because she is under that man, and whatever she has is now the man's property. She got $1 million. That's his. It's theirs, but he's over it. So shall not, and I see that now. There's a lot of I would call stupid women and misguided women, and even nowadays, you see a woman. I don't know if y'all heard about that. I think about 2 years ago, she won like $100 million, and she was with a guy. She spent like $20 million in bail money for him. $20 million in bail money.
Damn, who did he kill? The president?
Now, I think he has some drug charges.
There's been a whole lot of drugs.
Well, it was numerous times she did this, and it added up to about $20 million.
Oh.
Yeah. It's verse 7. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel removed from the tribe to tribe. Now, read that again. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Zion removed from tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father. Your father a Benjamite, you marry a Benjamite. Your father's a Gadite, you marry a Gadite. Your father a Judite, you marry a Judite. That the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. Look at that, enjoy the inheritance of your fathers. Judah got the Euphrates Sea. Man, this is our inheritance. Benjamin got a plush wine country. This is ours. Everybody got their particular thing, that they do. And that's why Yah said, so you may enjoy every man his inheritance. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another, but every one, the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance, even as Yah commanded Moses. So do the daughters of Zelophehad, for Mahlah, Tirzah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brothers' sons, meaning they only married the tribe of Manasseh. And they were married unto the families of the sons of Manasseh, and the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. These are the commandments. The commandments. This is a command. This is non-negotiable. And judgment, which Yah command by the hand of Moses unto children of Israel in plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. Look how deep this is. They say Yah made this happen and made this a law, and then they tell you the location. Well, it happened at 171 West Pennsylvania Drive in New York City, zip code. Hey, they telling you exactly, so this means something. So this inheritance, once you start getting into these levels of detail, this means something. Okay? Now we're going to go to Deuteronomy 23:17.
23:17.
Deuteronomy 23:17. So we see how women and their inheritance, they can have inheritance, and they got to be very careful with that. That's why women have to be wise. They have to learn how to be Proverbs 31 women, so they don't ruin the inheritance. You know what I'm saying? And the inheritance could simply be a good name. Y'all got a good family name. You know what I'm saying? Now she married Billy Bob, and oh boy, the family name is being slandered. Like wow, man.
You said 23:17.
23:17.
Okay.
Okay. And this is showing you the love of Yah, because the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love. Them that I chastise, I love, and them that I don't chastise are bastards. That goes for man and female. There shall be no whore of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. You know, y'all is looking at the daughters. Not in my house. I don't raise whores. I raise Proverbs 31 women, and that is what it is. Because Yah doesn't give inheritance to whores. You see what when Zion became a whore, the inheritance got taken away. So Yah is just, open rebuking this whoredom spirit and the sodomite spirit as well. But this lesson is particularly talking about the daughters of Zion. Now we're going to go to Judges 11:32. Judges chapter 11, verse 32 to 40. Judges 11:32 to 40. Judges 11:32 to 40. So, Jehoshaphat passed over unto the children of Ammon to fight against them, and Yah delivered them into his hands. And he smote them from Aurora, even till thou come to Minnith, even 20 cities, and unto the plain of the vineyards, with a very great slaughter. Thus the children of Ammon were subdued before the children of Israel. And Jehoshaphat came to Mizpah unto his house, and behold, his daughter. Now, again, we're talking about the love of Father Yah had for his daughters, and they had a great war. And if y'all know the backstory of this, Jehoshaphat, he made a vow after he had victory, that the first thing that he saw, that the first animal that he saw that came out of the house, that he would offer it to Yah for a sacrifice. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Verse 33, and he smote them from Aurora, even till thou come to Minnith, even 20 cities, and unto the plain of the vineyards, with a very great slaughter. Thus the children of Ammon were subdued before the children of Israel. And Jehoshaphat came to Mizpah unto his house, and behold, his daughter came out to meet him with timbrels and with dance, and she was his only child. Beside her he had neither son nor daughter. So when his daughter came out, it was an uh-oh moment. Because he said, because Yah gave him the victory, the first thing that walked out of the house, he was going to offer it as a sacrifice unto Yah. And it's a father with only one child, and that's a daughter. And it came to pass, when he saw her, that he rent his clothes. He became saddened when he saw her come out. And he said, alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low, and thou art one of them that trouble me. It's because she troubling him now, because she came out and he has to honor his word, his vow with the Most High. For I have opened my mouth unto Yah, and cannot go back. A vow is a vow. And she said unto him, my father, if thou hast opened thy mouth unto Yah, do to me according to that which hath proceeded out of thy mouth. That's a good daughter right there, boy. For as much as Yah have taken vengeance for thee of thine enemies, even of the children of Ammon. So she knew that her father had divine righteous hatred towards the Ammonites, and this is a perverted sea line of people as well. And she like, Yah gave you, he gave you the victory, your vow be honored, And she said unto her father, let this thing be done for me. Let me alone 2 months, that I may go up and down upon the mountains and bewail my virginity, I and my fellows. Because it was customary for the daughters of Zion to wear bright colors to show their virginity, because they was looking for a husband. You know what I'm saying? Not like today. You know what I'm saying? These women wanted a husband, they wanted a family, and children and all that, because it was the fulfillment of womanhood. I'm not a woman until I do this. I need this. Okay. So she's asking her father to allow her to experience a taste of that. Let me experience being alone after by a man, seeking me as a wife, stuff like that. And he said, go. And he sent her away for 2 months. And she went with her companies, and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains. And it came to pass. Now she was still a virgin. She never laid with nobody. She just showed off her virginity, and how it's how it to be desired by man. You know what I'm saying? She wanted that feeling, and whatnot. And it came to pass at the end of 2 months that she returned unto her father, who did with her according to his vow which he had vowed. And she knew no man. And it was a custom in Israel that the daughters of Israel went yearly to lament the daughter of Jehoshaphat and Gilead 4 days in a year. So he didn't sacrifice her, obviously, because Yah doesn't take human sacrifice stuff type, from as human forms or whatnot. Yahusha, this is a unique case. But her virginity was sacrificed because her father made the vow to the Most High, and she couldn't lay with a man. She couldn't be married. She had to be basically a nun. She had to give her life over to the Most High completely. Okay, and the next one is going to be Judges 21. And we're going to skip around Judges 21 a little bit. So, we're going to go to, start in verse 1. And we're going to go to verse 6 and 7. And we're going to end on 12 to 25. Judges 21 and 1. Now the man of Israel had sworn in Memphis, saying, there shall be not any of us. Let me give you the background story in this. In Judges 19, the Benjamites went completely crazy. We were talking about that last night, I believe. They started raping men and all type of stuff. And when they finally got slaughtered, and during the war, the tribes were like, man, I ain't giving them my daughters. You know what I'm saying? They were like, they crazy. These some crazy Benjamites. My daughter ain't going over there. And what is that? That's the love of a father. I'm not giving my daughter over to them crazy Israelites over there. Benjamin crazy. Benjamin crazy.
They're nuts.
Yeah, they nuts. They up in there raping man and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They bringing folly to Zion, It's something else. So they made a vow to not give their daughters to them. But when they overcame the land that Benjamin was in, they was killing all the women and the Benjamites, and only a few hundred Benjamites were able to flee into the wilderness.
600 of them.
Yeah, it was just a few hundred of them. But they, it tells in the story that they felt bad about that, and they didn't want that tribe to be annihilated. So, but they vowed the vow not to give their daughters to them. Now the man of Israel had swore in Memphis, saying, there should be not any of us give his daughter unto Benjamin to wife. Okay, now we're going to go to verse 6 and 7. And the children of Israel repented them for Benjamin, their brother, and said, there is one tribe cut off from Israel this day. How shall we do for wives for them that remain, singing, we have sworn by Yah, that we will not give them of our daughters to wives. So now we go to 12 to 25. 12 to 25. And they found among the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead 400 young virgins that had known no man by lying with any male, and they brought them unto the camp of Shaul, which is the land of Canaan. And the whole congregation sent some to speak to the children of Benjamin that were in the rock Rimmon, and to call peaceably unto them. And Benjamin came again at that time, and they gave them wives which they had saved the lives of the women of Jabesh Gilead. And yet so they sufficed them not. And the people repented them for Benjamin, because that Yah had made a breach in the tribes of Israel. Then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for wives for them that remained, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? So when the fierce anger of Yah come upon you, it don't matter, women or children, they killed all the women. They killed them all. And they said, there must be an inheritance. There we go back with the inheritance. There must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel. Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have swore, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. Then they said, behold, there is a feast for Yah in Shaul yearly, in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebanon. Therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and see and behold, if the daughters of Shaul come out to dance and dances, then come ye out of the vineyards, and catch ye every man his wife of the daughters of Shaul, and go to the land of Benjamin. And it shall be, when their fathers or their brethren come unto us to complain, that we will say unto them, be favorable unto them for our sakes, because we are reserved not to each man his wife in the war, because they only brought 400 women, and it was 600 Benjamites left. For ye did not give unto them at this time, that ye should be guilty. And the children of Benjamin did so, and took them wives according to their number of them that danced, whom they caught. And they went and returned unto their inheritance, and repaired these cities, and dwelt therein. And the children of Israel departed thence at that time, every man to his tribe and to his family. And they went out from thence, every man to his inheritance. In those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes. Okay, so, but the main point here is to show that the love that the other tribes had for the daughters, that they refused to give them to unruly man, even if they're in Zion, and raping, brutally trying to rape. And they were these are gang rapes. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't no. This was gang.
Benjamins were real badasses. Because they went against Israel 3 times, man, and 3 times they drove Israel back.
Look at that,
You
yeah.
know,
I mean,
they were fighting, and I think the 3rd time was when they
They
were
finally
defeated.
got him. They had to
Yeah.
pray. They kept going to Yah because Judah went out first and they slaughtered Judah.
Yeah.
Brother Ron. Shalom, Brother Ron. You want to listen in? Okay. Now the lesson on Yah love for his daughters of Zion. We just got finished talking about the 12 tribes going against Benjamin and how they wouldn't give their daughters to Benjamin because Benjamin was so crazy. So they made a so we just got finished it and we're gonna move on. Right. Shalom. I mean, big time, man. I mean, you got, but the killer part about this was in Zion. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't just in a heathen nation. The heathen nation do that. That's one thing. They weren't given the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? They worship idols. But Benjamin was given the laws, statutes, and commandments. And to do the same thing that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, that's some, you know what I'm saying? That's some big time sinning right there. Big time. All right. Now we're going to go to Exodus 22. 16 to 17.
Exodus 22.
22. 16 to 17. Yep, 16 to 17. Cause I don't know about y'all, I wouldn't give my daughter with them either. I would have quickly made a vow to y'all. Nah.
Not them crazy people.
Nah. Benjamin too wild. They too wild. Alright. 16 to 17. And speaking on this, go right into this, flow right into it. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, meaning she's not engaged, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. So, and this, what is this? This is the love for your daughters. You're not going to turn my daughter into a whore. You laid with her, marry her. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You're not going to make my daughter a whore. Y'all did this without my consent. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to write this. You know what I'm saying? The best that we can. Verse 17. But now this is going to Benjamin. Like this goes flow in very well to Benjamin. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of a virgin. Look, man, I pay you money to leave my daughter alone. You can't have her. That's just like was in Benjamin. They can't have our daughter. You're too wicked. You know what I'm saying? You're too wicked. But that's just the love of a father. You know what I'm saying? I can't, because the father has to approve the marriage. If the father utterly refuses, that's it. Yeah. No matter if the